Kwesi Parker Wilson ewa hana Akua Asiedua yemi ensa na series ase and we same way too dra Gold Box makes 5.4 billion Ghana cedis surplus inti nsama work and Gold Board fa sika ye cedis or pepe enuma chi poso 9 emfa so kra na omunya aye nti eno ho nsem na work and we reject minority no ensa nsama omoka ese omaboka no nti we reject kra wabagu eno ensem eno no na National Media Communication appoints new boards for state-owned media organizations. Yes, NMC, ya omo ya bedwoku a omo na tena se dwen nsentro edwuma ye ho ntotoye ene nhyehyɛ ye ho no ma paw eye abedwoku a omo ene betena se aboama eye aban enwuma eye nsentro edwuma no daada edwumadi ene ntotoye no obehwɛ so ede ama womo ena asamba ko a eno nso wo daily graphic mu ehu pa mani pa pomu je pay 13 ubenya nchemu was microplastics found in fish threat to human health CSIR for and I research no ede ho nsam abetudwa nti they say rubber think no and omu edidi as say fish no ebi abamu nti ehu ema enipa na ensam no na page 20 and ensam amebeka fa education minister honorable Haruna Idrisu ehu was the nation makes progress in expanding learning access World Bank and edin some new tudwa they say yes Ghana ye ntotoya ye hyane ma ye tete ye nkwaban mu sade be ya ntonuro mu nyina no enwuma sua papa ehun hyehye yo mu nso ebenya bi Kwesi
NMC de no ye be bo ma point so mo ma baso na ya catch up state-owned media houses they are being crowded out of the spaces here. And the private media houses are more dominating than the state-owned media houses. It's your best It's your best They should bring new energy, new innovation. Because I say Akua Asiedua omono say omoye adwuma no omanye adwuma no bosu that mentality
abaya adwuma mentality
exactly yeah private work in there so why you want to come by adwuma no be gu as I say, it's the best room. On my baby, we are expecting them that they should bring some innovation. This style be now among Kenya, more competitive because in the era of technology, we should rely on it and they help build a state-owned media houses properly. On the panels, on the chassis, and a movie about Betwaso. But I said, we are and that's a fact.
Into
no one catch up exactly. Because they say no one catch up and not a boy. Nana a year and a big story by some JFD. Very interesting now. Politicians wrong. Deal with ya. And I've always said, say, we journalists, yes, some say more conversation. Because we have to do a lot of research. A lot of reading. Now you're mad Ghana forgot. We serve as an intermediary between politicians and the Ghana for number sharing. And just send me back. Young person be who can never Ghana for send it exactly. And yes, political football number one is what is the issue about? Issue need answer you say yakoton gold and yaboka Ghana yakoton gold and yaboka. And after market. Interestingly, of IMF report and say IMF report and say and when I'm for the name say gold book or in Waboka.
And as a medium visa one for evidence.
Exactly. But you can't what the IMF report and say. I have the IMF in front of me can IMF reporting now. And it's very interesting. IMF report and say in 2025 the significant scaling up of the program led to losses of over 1.7 billion. Almost entirely related to gold for reserve door purchases. This amounted to a loss of 17% of the value of door gold sold by sold by Bank of Ghana. Sold by the Bank of Ghana. The IMF goes on to say that how can they or say losses accrued on gold trades are a combination of service and asset fees paid to gold board, just say discount on gold sold to off-takers And most importantly, most importantly, exchange rate losses from the spread between the Forex Bureau rate paid to purchase gold and the cedi reference rate. These are the factors that contributed to the loss. One can say a gold board. But politicians conveniently the other factors now discount now the man off tickets no more would gold na no ya more discount and exchange rate and exchange rate and payment a chairman gold board a one na firm like mbemu no it's Akua say what small but say unko di dwama and I say let's use cocoa board for example. Cocoa board omoma LBC no licensed buying companies in sika so omo koto cocoa embre omo the bar no cocoa board akwa koton wo at the world market level. Now the cocoa board ko na sika na world market no e wo form no omo boka can cocoa board come and say sika omo dem LBC omo koto gold man na omo boka Debbie it won't happen. It doesn't happen that way. So agreement was there between Gold Board. In fact, at the time was PAMC. PAMC the be a gold board. In 2023, in 2023, time they be gold for reserve no gold purchase at the end. And I did agreement you guys say Bank of Ghana. And at the time PMMC, a be sign kita hudino. A juma PMMC be say, obekwa bontin, owa go to gold no aba. Not the Bank of Ghana. Or the ban had there in Assem. If you okwa kotonwa, so obako one boko and fan.
I said, what could you man over?
So in the agreement, you can say, you got some service fee, no, and some percentage. It is hard to know what that. And on a good board buy, I've had some of buy, I must done PMC to good border. Sa agreement now, a Bank of Ghana must have made musica. Some go to good number. I'm going to buy no. And I'm better good in my Bank of Ghana. And the Bank of Ghana got on my day. And I'm boka. In any case, in 2024, the same IMF report catcher said that same arrangement, you know, and my Ghana boka $400 million. In that same IMF report, it is unfair to suggest that gold board and Ghana and gold board nakoton gold. I'm yaboka. In the first place, gold board nakoton gold biya. In fact, the operations of gold board almost this year no, better gold no, not no. It started in July 1. So much they are the ones going to buy the gold and go and sell. Bank of Ghana will no more sell gold on our behalf as a money. It's assembly the issue for.
It is
say this year and I said next year. You quiet audited account. Now it's a gold board. I said, ya kotongo na ya boka. Ya don't say gold board. Because this time, they are the ones in charge selling the gold outside the country. It's so unfair for anybody to suggest that gold board akwa koton gold amana boka. It is not true. It is unfair to Sami Jenfi, it's unfair to gold board, and it's unfair to everyone of this country. Journalists there, and the woman and the catch again for. But me, Kakame can say, there's an over-reliance on gold to sustain the economy. Because of the reliance, I say, economy they want to say you two, na you two say san. Then so me chimp in the 5 years that over reliance on gold to sustain the economy and yes sustainable because yet the reserve and as a resources a bit what then happens to the Ghanaian economy? That is the question I'm asking in paying for. They should find innovative ways to sustain the economy. No matter the over-reliance on the gold.
Kwesi di sino meka kakre bi na waye justice to story no ntina me mpese mekwe no can MCD na meka but over reliance di ani ba mu economics kakra yesua wo school no the free bibi dachi disease that disease ni nya yare bi efi ba bi beku nipa na emu over reliance on product baako na the disadvantage ba de aka ho
exactly
na uya na fei ni aka na collapse kra ye nka ho asebe na kwesu se ka hwe ye ni ho nkomo koko say oil nkomo ye ni bio timba de ye nka
that is my fear
ye nka
that is my fear
diamond ye nka manganese ni nyina ni o ma ni nyina ba ko bi ase ko Awa kwetia
them na sound clear example you told them na manasa but can you know about 20-30 years ago diamond was there
enya no ne danchamo no danchamo district danchamo district na ora kwetia no it is
a company no ebu any home because the diamond no
adwuma no kra na ka homa akwatia efrefra hoho a kroni mo hyehyeye na ahoho kroni mpa enti ekonso kakra yesua ye no me sure se mo kra bebre na mo yinya akokokoko mo anim chan ye no de kakra ye what ya senti we munim ana eye ni ha se ebebo ye ho so se uye we kakra we akoye se we ye nkwan na de bia wo nam ye ba ko ebedu ba bi wo ye kra wo ma no ni fa kakra fra da wo be salmon nkwan kira na de ayi wakuma akokọ kakra ade be kina de red fish kakra wo ye ne sana variety be mu a ebetimi ya sustain mo amomodure kire gold na ye de ani isi so no koko esei ero na nei pharmacy ne bebre twom koko ade tu galamse apart from sana e be sana asema ye ka
no de be ka ma na sei obi ade
ye apart from sana e be sano yes say asas so kam e de be adwen ye wo a e ba ye tirim ene de ne ye ho adwen se e betu ho anamon se de be ya we ma yiska kakra ne we ama ye kakra ne we ama kakra ne de sustain ye ho ne environment ni nyina ne ye ho no the next 10, 15, 20 years no
Kwesi say san
so mo say gold Ghana or the next 100 years ko e be set me e bi anyame e koso ahwe bi gum
Mr. Piano bubefu kwa mo be yi ni nyina
anyame e koso nti mo ma ye very careful e wo ho NNMC de ne so meka kakra na Kwesi ka about private ones ne aban de e kate across aban nyuma hwe private school ni aban school hwe private enyuma ebi kwa private hospitals any aban hospitals ya wadwen say private hospital hwe nipa yi ese aban de attitude aban de ade ba elsewhere so aban ade ne hwe ne yi e che ankrankra de
ya ne sa o e private
yesu ba no
supervision wo ho nti nipa no wo ya ade no osuro nti wo ye ne yi
so ne kra be ba bechu bi kra camera se bo ha
akoye no man's land
obi kwa bro chire kra wo nim de ekoso wo na dwuma mu nti wo abedi nsem hu no ye be call you to order ne ya ka kire ba ye jeja ye ho but GBC asama ye kan ne aban media houses professionalism don't mean taking away from them woni madwuma said ebi no mo pepere o mo ho koye ade bia ne wa be twa san pa chew it never happens e wa ban enuma mu GBC but mo ho so because abo bia be kese osua preko
the Malalas cry.
You will be a training. I want you starting fee. You will be the yenya edge in your training. I want you starting fee. You to mean theatre or many more baby other. But omo more so. Na nye me di abeduma de yen tamon so ayeta for attitude no.
Ye TV lines as am for so muntia.
No, if you go high, we are not fan.
Be quite beside this.
Yeah. Oh, me na say me fie ni. Hwe kwan free junction yi. Kwesi hwe kwan
environment in the crack say it's not encouraged
e kwan free junction ho edi wura ho utwika na atonso mu ebedu
we are not here to spite our brothers in there but actually I mean
munya wona nya kono painting bi e painting na dan ye fe e kwan no ni aye ya asphalt na kama o ya director
dey chia no
o
enti abai ma na ni nko ho na NMC for mo abai mo hwese mo betimi aye na mo be sanitize system ne so e dey ama ye na ye mu bi ba bi aye ko no ye futu
yo ya the daily guide to us so Ghana's favorite newspaper and ya dey to us for na yewura afenwoma ken yo ya minority leader and asame jamfi CEO makoko gold board and omufo nyini da ha no no na 22 billion Ghana cedis gold sales loss. I want to appear in parliament same jamfi no also person oba na shebe dwafi mu e fa wan no be cheche ni nsem mu eno nti eno no and you can't claim gains and deny losses minority to gold board CEO international say asama minority leader afenyon so kan ache sa meje mfinu se mfa so ne de o gasa waje na kaba wa yu hu afim ntia no de wubom na echikuo kwa yeni ne ma de mpanimfo aka atwo ho no na paper na mo page 6 na enchemo na dwomo sapon Friends of Rivers and Water Bodies te kwa na nsem wa yeboni din wa na afedi wabeka so wabeka so te kwa na sama ko say government must not compromise Achimota Forest ti bibia mu no Achimota Forest de bi
o mo ya di ma o mo ya di
ka na go me dama sesa nti ano die
o ya wela ma wo fa asefo a wa koto wasase ne fa ya
na Albert Kwabena Dwumfo ya wa president Magana Journalist Association and so that has sama waka was the AI disinformation threaten journalism GJA president one we say abe for quantum pono so 1 minute stories we betimi a generate e dey aban e be wi achi no fake news we bebre nti amade ya papa no kra no untimi mfunti was AI no say akwaye how kese pa man central adwuma na ankasa ana chema untumi enso emfonyini da page 6 assembly nchemu wa to miss bill pending appeal pushed to October 15. Inti abosumi do the tosho edunum and yes to me na appeal no e ho nsensem na ye be hye ase ye yikọ ho e ho na ye dia kwese kwesi
na go so mutena asem na si opta asem no so ndra adam so lawyers number
yes
ja nti apo ha era nti no ye washada you know ye de besi we are wishing him well appeal the okwara say ubenya when you so dia and the ho
nfa tefrafe ase wo mutu abeda ye
exactly I didn't know either you get it or you are denied but of course there must be a reason why I did denial or there must be a reason why they will grant it to you so when you flight risk out you be when you flight risk I be and to me I mean he's well known in this country maybe a man appealer and ko pecha ma pedi nti me name is spokesperson kasawa catch me say
election ni mo me October 3
and she said also pick it form. Mati say so chamba ko pick it form.
Aman.
Na
no free wa ba na.
Enti obedi chairman no please. Na dey be so
na munya je.
Kwesi da bi eno be ho onipa no. Say o pese empanyimfo a etna na asem so etampa justice with mercy. Ohun ehumobro. Ba bi ohun ehumobro.
And what the contest for chairman.
O contest ama ho na akoto ne so aba. Enti o win ya no prison one no instruct o momo ye. O munya na o esa asa wodi nchini gu obi kurom. Ekuro na tu ni ba na o sa na de. Ohia ehumobro. I hope said the me kan me.
No me ti was ya make sense.
Ohia ehumobro so no so mpa. No ka so munya ya nko mu.
Ebi ka on so ma obi a.
Okay, can
no. Say we na nanso se me nyim say the only interview now. Obedi chairman from prison.
I don't know. You probably not cast us. In fact, I asked him a very direct question say. Meaning say yeah elections are they completed. He said with them. Say appeal 9 year juma. What no so bit if you prison about it so that's number 1.
When the nipa kro no emra be no digina so
obetim ni prison for na kasa na we free prison about it
on say the prison na adwuma wana
say no so anye yia say o say on this so anye yia party bring for meeting na constitute a panel no ma ko prison ho akwa ko vetin ho
esa say nipa kro no kan sa asem na ye hwan ya
oh and the spokesperson no friend Dr. Pagi Wachi Dagwa
oh papa fefe no
I'm a nice guy why disappointed mo
na ma fefe pa ne ho fe we dey biam sa papa ye no bo ono kwa me so free me krom kakra wa
I think it's from
menini di nkomo
Pagi comes from
2 years ago wo free me krom
Wachi Dagwa
me krom
no
as a
anybody who was watching the video could see my disappointment like really like how I mean how
doctor books doctor
right coming from a president from prison what else am okay became president from the prison
enti Mandela
so ba mani wini Mandela Mandela can you follow that line
so be chairman from
prison can follow that line not based on that no o meji na ba mo ha de se ni
bibia
no munja papa
na ni bibia
na bi mini bibia
ni bibia abusuafo ye gina we ya
kwabna dwumfo abete kan out AI no AI na nyon no na twero ne ho nsem onipa na twero
nipa na ye
yes AI ni di nsem na nye AI no ne betimi di ahye no adwen a wo nipa kro kwotena AI na chi a wo de kwotwero no garbage in garbage out the only feeding na no report
I saw ba
pepe
Oh yeah, the other man no be was a mere woman ko. Wo so the other man no.
Ni pasa no. Ya no mo adwene wo adesua mu wo sa kwan ne so ne wo fom. Ti wo feel say oba no na yehu ne so wonyem ti wo na wo kire e bakra wo be wo. AI no nipa na feed no kwabna say wo tie mi anope ya.
You dey go mu na o dey
aba. De beba enti enipa mo na wo say tete ya adwene. Say ye bema ya adwene mu aye adwuma say de ye pe no e the right thing. Uko feed on bogus news, excuse me. Bogus. Garbage out.
Yeah, McCann has said the biggest threat to journalism. Yeah, McCann upon this, the biggest threat to journalism. Yeah, and I'm check here. My video will be Yamami from US. But how I'm to call me to have a
city
and a white news and a white make time news.
I was seeing
it's on my phone. Or we have phone also big. It's sometimes they can do it. Yes, they can do it with my voice, with my gestures and everything.
Missing the dental information.
Over this say I am not make person. So not it is a problem. Then you know I am more than that. You find the pa. It came for a good reason. But let me say encounter politicians.
Did you want pa big time?
I was not friendly. You just so not yet. You see her. Nene happy birthday, special happy birthday pa. Kwama Honorable Williams Asante Bediako, Honorable William Asante Bediako. Na ye first district chief executive. Ewo Amanse South. Not just a man so edubia. Empote mo hono mo no. Nyame enye okese pa ifi wo yore. Mamu Rita. Eni Flora Kweku. Ejiwani obusuani nyina me nso meka ho Korea mu nyina eka ho na ye show happy birthday. Thank you.
Ama se menko menhia North na happy birthday ene yede ma Anthony Kwesi ya wo ye MPP youth organizer e wo menhia North ene ye wawoda efri Ken Minta eho Ken Minta ya wo no so menhia North ho wo se ya we hyi ne nua Anthony Kwesi menhia North MPP youth organizer happy birthday. If you can mentor our deputy youth organizer, and you can boss, and your birthday. Anthony Kwesi, happy birthday to you.
Kwesi.
My Facebook forum, no BBI, happy birthday. Now me try I shall be. Oh, we say power na edum no. Greek could statement about CCR. Yes, edum Kenya across the country. Now say the fault resulted in the automatic tripping of Akosombo generating units and some thermal generating plants as part of the systems protection mechanism to safeguard the integrity and stability of the national interconnected transmission system. Just a brofun kwa. No more kids say we need to see what goes on down them. And I'm just like Ghana baby. Oh yeah, me catch you care to say it goes beyond the region. Ghana, you know. So and some motion immediately no. Omar stop power. It's way for good co and pay number 20th August year never chiro. Why you do mo can and be and good co semen can say a system disturbance and is it no munya buche.
From so be na aba. Machines ni bi. O de yanka na saba machines.
Mo ba ko so mo de say nkan.
O de akosombo machines.
No bu ni akosombo. So automatic shipping of the akosombo generating units.
Yo, nti ya de mu si have si afọ. Mo a Monya kane ye hwe no ye de musi me dey de mame e na ko papa obetimi akọ Facebook Akua Asiedua de Ghana te say etwas
Mama nyina chi bio mama hihia ebra so se de Ghana te sen e de ebremo na na no pay ye kɔ Ghana fa na nyina ene de nsuo mu nam ene mpata yen no enye se be apumu ana nsu tenenko eye streams ene rivers nko amu ene nsuo enam no bi wo ene nim de ene adesuanti amma babi a obi a otimi eye mpata se ye ufie se ye afuom asase bi a wagye ato babi otimi twa asase etwe nsuo gum na wo de moa na gum na wo ma wo mo aduane de na wo yi ton e de sika ebre nipa ne bebre papa na Ewuraba ono na hwe fisheries eso yensuom nam ene mpata yi hye Ministry of Agriculture ase a kire se empatayen no eho enkomo ekofom na nsensa ase de ese no bebre no a de tuska enti ama asase na say chemicals ko wurawuram ya empatayen no esunsumu a ebribi atwamu ye ho ntete na Ghana fo gitu mu no bebre no a atwe ho afiri ho wodi na enu 2 days ayentete program e de ama SHS adesuafo efa empatayen eho asase a wobenya ene kwan a betimi afa so a wobetimi ayen nsuomu nam yi ebi se de be ya ye benya biare ne benya bia ton so enye ska ensem nyina Isaac de ni mboaten ekọ djuma na se amane no woto aso
ene de ewa Ghana te se dwumadie mu no Ashanti Regional Fisheries Commission a oba pani a wada no eye Abigail Kwesi wo hwe kwampa betima fa so ama a school for omoje ntitiye ewo senior high school awodo SHS betimi do mafa agrek ntitiye mu efa.
As part of our 2026 work plan, we decided that we want to look at communities, groups that are in communities, so schools, churches, anywhere that you can have groups of people, so that we'll introduce them to aquaculture as an alternative livelihood source or a main source of livelihood, and then we can all produce fish, find our parts in the aquaculture value chain where we can fit in, and then help people like students who, as at now, may be confused as to what the future holds for them as they read agricultural science or general science.
Dwumadi o ma hyase no eno na ye di emfidie edi akire enede amotuo no omde omani akire Kwabe is the club akwa duma na afo ewo Roger Farms our penimpai eye ensuomunam pon awodo a watutu so betimi aboa no otima ye nam bi woton ebi aba ne botomu no ebi so ete Ghana nam ayekra ewo amana no ediba no amanfo so benya chefa ene school fo enso enya chefa omudi ba besua de
edwumadie ye ne etoso mienu a ye na ye no wo Kwabri East district nti ye secondary schools wo Kwabri East. The first group no we are close to 50, but this second group no we are be 150. Echinanso another 150 besamba. Schools ni ye Adventist Girls, ye Sims Senior High, and na ye Kofi J Senior High.
Okay, yeah.
Fisheries Commission Ashanti region ye di any to from ye who say ye mebunu no omo interest in agriculture ni aquaculture ni bibie fa agric ho ekofom pa aso omo interest in nimu biem iti we ye nhihye ya ye de atutu akwan mu se ne be ya e besa ama omo kon ado so omo be kokuayo any fish farming galam say adwuma no say ye nyaaya e be ha ye ndche say so fa ba bi ti so oboase ye farms dodo na wo ho enso ene galam say inti farms ni bebre a collapse bebre a fold up ye besre ti ye nyai galamse na ebedumre no ye nya nam kra na yedi ye nya baabi mpo ni etu ye pons ye timi dia ye nam magana frenye biawe Ghana wo hwe Ghana ye kro bi a wo hwe wiase nyina ye di fish papa Ghana ni bia di be 25 kilos of fish enya asem kuma wo hwe wiase de ne kra wiase de ne gina be 14 kilos enso Ghana ni bia di be 25 kilos at the end of the year. Nature say ye dinam pa as ye the galamse be say ye nsa senso dia. It means beto mrebi no ye ntimi nyanam enwe. Omaho keka wosro pa ga follow up. Say first group na to senior high and in career senior high. Ga follow up na nyeme gu akwan mu a aban be support omo so ama hye omo dia ase. Ta ho keka ne dia wosro pa.
Omunya ebre etime kyerɛkyerɛ school fo omutim bag entitiye dwumadi na se ekwan be fa so asemmoa yi opese wo feedi wo mo ta ma eso de aduane ma wo mo ekwan be na obetu amana ma nsu aba betaa mu
I the school nkola ye tertiary ye secondary school nkola omusua agric na ye de facility na to ha ma wo mo se wo mo mra ya hu se omusua ade no school mu enso practical no omo emfa omo nsanka ade no emfili se ne setie nti ema omunya passion emfa nye emboa ma agric no nkoso nti saa de a fishery commission decide say saa de a yem partner na nka yem fa yem ofra imra na omumehu ade a ye no wa sei na eba ne saa na omokwa a omanya ni gie e wo farming no mu na se enkoye se wawie school or trying say aban and man employment or no abetimi akwako creative bibi ne wosua na school mu ne oba roje farms be sua ya no na wakeka bom na chese ono so starting bibi kakra ye nyina starting ne kakra saa na ye dia ba bedrum pempen so we so
adesua ben na mofrey bai o motimi sua
sua nyama bebre fi say ye hwemo ya na se yetimi yire ho ye mo ya ebeboa Ghana abankra amana broso isan say mo na edoso no ebi bekwa agya so se edoso so ne price ne so betiti increase no emma ebi embrace omubenya bi nti ebeboa ye mpa na me se ka se si enye bi wo ye campus on mana se school mo amateur Adventist Girls Senior High ebeboa ye mpa isan say a free writing ye report be school mo no enya agriculture practicals bia wo honom ena nipa bebre so adwemu pobone fa agriculture on say agriculture for AMM manko na say na ayoba untimi enyefu untimi nyewe then so agriculture is not about farming reading or whatever fish farming is also part of agriculture say the base iron fish and no nyina bo mesika ba omanimu
Oba Fisheries Commission dia MSS schools be to say Osei to senior high St. Louis senior high Mankranso senior high Tepa senior high omuna abanya so masenia ya mom tapolin tanks ya mom fish ya mom feed amudi di juma ere nam anomo yen nam e di feed your students ton bi nso ma abontin so for say first ones na ye no initiative free Fisheries Commission Ashanti region we ya try a home report ama ban aso ate say ahokeka no ene opepa no wo ho say omo de ba schools ne besom nti ye hwa ban nim say odesa amwa ne beba ne yetimi ayewo schools a ewo Ashanti region nyina
emeka cha ban say yesre na omba meboa ni ntimi nya radio yesu mefi say si etimi enya radio yesu mebeboa ma yesuafo no etimi apase nsɔhwɛ ni ye se ebia nsɔhwɛ ne fasa ne ma no because ye ne da sitinem ye na bibia ye board ne phone so teacher ni de betwren yen na ma ye kwaye nte asie ye etumi se na how ekwan ben so kra no metumi kra aye no ne ya adwumu na bi okra the eban nsɔhwɛ mu a is difficult for you so obetumi atro bibi efise wo bi da so ya ba hansa me hu se ne bibia tie wa ha no se inye bi wo ha ebebo ye mpa isan se topic be treating ni say no e wo se enya ho practicals nti o se facilities ne edoso pa ye mai san se iwe kra edoso na se ye fish pond boys mo no mu nye betimi de bia kwa eja so akwa ma school ne kra in finance ni ebekɔ hro ebebo am bebre every say as and yani man I work in community no ebe mu dwen say yentumi nye bibia so ya ba ha mi na be hu kwan ya be fa so anyen emoa to say fish ebi to say tilapia ne adwene no betumi aboa ya ma yekofi a yetumi nso anyen bi atom ama afofa mo hu say yenso ye man no aya ba secondary school no ebetumi nso aye bibi aboa
Bishafo no so ekire kwan afa so a ena dwumadi a omabedie no ekimi aboa omo ye pa
se say na ye pese esua fish ho neme bia ne say ya ba roje farms ena omo aba be hwe hands-on practicals on fish farming go entino nka me yimunonka aban timi boa yen ana fishery department timi boa yen ema nka yen ayenya ye farm wo honoma nka bibia ni anka yen ayen so ye betimi enya hands-on practical ho because nkra no ebi wie school eno ane so mawi omne nam honom obi betimi ayi so ye no as the business ana ye bi krampa or venture into any other business eno so betimi aye side business e betimi aboa no enti sanka aban boa ma even senior high school and kempo nke wo Ghana nyina no yenya idea about fish farming na se ye set up sa enema yi wo hono na yen so yetimi eyen fish etimi kokudru se ye harvest ne ye be market ya anko empo omo mani je ho ana omo mani nye hu kran pro no betimi de aye omo business.
Oh, boy at your breso. From the theoretical aspect, na first need na board so na description and a first point you to me say bachelor teacher my year so star entiase no e wachiri bet ene ya ye do mo abaha mo ankasa be hu say the first point esitie na e wa yesu apomu ho no so yesere omonfa eniema emra ho practical things like this kind of fish ponds and then even the poultry farms and other aspect of agriculture eboa crop ne na se for no yedua bi yedi bi feed school no na ye dey bi so pese kan dey ama school no so ene da che man kwala no so di so emu so aye dey atre na oba fi a ono say to say omo school ni ye kire me fish pond and then ma me pe container ke so bi say poly tank that da bi na me am fa nya fish be 50 bi fa enhwe me ho
emu bebre na ye school a si nya adwuma nye to de abusuan sase de hamame a eja nimde kakra menye etimi de aye fish farming eno bebo ama se university na mse mekwa eja ene aboa wensu ni ukukuru ma ne boy den pan ti se wo de mate so kwa no bia de gi 200 na me de gi 150 a efa so bebe ti sanfa so no se university na mse me pesa me de kwa eja eti han kakra kakra de aboa ma wofu
Acho mesiane ma bebra fa ho na yedin kan sua bi wo school na ba ne wo buku ana ye ba hanum se so aboa ye bebre ama ye hu the practical aspect no yes ye ba an kran kin ye hu the adisrade so ye de betum penfo ni me se omo boaye na ye school same senior high ke nya pon kitu e bi kran pa ke no so be bo anke obi mpa enya de bi kra be ha ye ho aba no sei ene ni ade se de sir
Tames resen ka ban every secondary school bia no at least a capacity of 5,000 10,000 fish bia obetimi abuild bia no ebetimi aye ate tikana aye de koto enam wa abonten e de breast students no because aduane a wawo ye se wo noa anase wo awu di a woni made a waye nti no wo di a wonsuro ye mofra no nso no omunim se wo we de ya na ye nti sa de ya ebedi ya de a ebe boy ama your system no aye den aye fine because of late em se muhu se fish bia e free baby na babia omo processing no na enye fine na fe the environment na tantan be se omo ye we e wo omo school mu concrete tanks e wo omo school mu no omo ankasa e de a feed school na me gidi se enka ebe boa pa ya how ye face pa sisi a e feed ne boy den pa e feed ne boy nti ama production wontimi increase no se ne ye wo pepa se e betumi a increase no because ye fish say enso to nanso enam se feed no boy aye den nti no ema ye ntimi nko beyond the capacity build na ya hihia to ho se nka pese ye build nti se nka ban e de bibi be hyem ama feed companies no nka omatimi atete ebo no so ama farmers na nka be boa ye mpa ama farmers no so anya nijie ama adwuma no aye na ya produce e de aboa economy no se mobile mo ahun se enye ne ye omo wonsuo no nko ana ye yi bi firi ho ye wo processing facility wo ho no ma ye process ba Ghana no ye wo emra ededa ha sei wontumi process wontumi emfa nko enhonam no emfa nko supermarket abra food and drugs board embehwe se ba bia wo ye saa de no edi firi no ehonum kora te sen te bia ho te sen na eye se ode ma amanfo amansan edi ode kwa amansan dwaso na eye nko ade a ne ntawo se omoma wo lines a obetimi aye ne bebre nanso enne no akoye who you know anani onimu ansa na wonsa beka saa enkrata no ti sa aban betimi ama abofo anante search facilities aba behwe se ampa ye deserve se omoma ye krata ama ye produce bebre de a ebetimi aye na de bia supply schools ye de bia supply a supermarket no bia timi anya bia di no ma ho se made in Ghana and ye
ebusiafo ye to aso say ye ankeye baby a fisheries panyi o wasantiment mu edi nani a kire no ebeboa papa catch them young na wo de esi mabunani so ema omutimi convinced say adwuma we ye de ebeboa omo ane oman no a nyi ni say ye be wie school ni akopa adwuma a eni ho akopa aye ye wie university ti fie 4 5 6 years a wonya adwuma nanso sɛ wosua we a ono abetimi afi bibia se kakrakra na etumi aboa nneema koyie mede mo si asori ama ye the health and lifestyle abeto amoso medin de Akua Asiedua Christ asomdwe nkam.
A new day, and so ya da obrimpon basapon yankropon trading pon a omayetumpon aye. Ye the health and lifestyle bro. In nomini Patrice Aid Fili A Spiritus Santi. Eweja obani sonson konkron demo. Ye ko konfono teaching hospital. Ye ne principal dietitian ekodi enkomo Mrs. Afu owusu ansa. There be Martini Poso no so a deputy chief dietitian konfono teaching hospital. Ye bedin komo na komo no efa eye labeling se le lebo eye toa sardine ne womu eye drink ne womu na ye de bibi bo ho ama wo fa wo behu se wei de menom no dodo a emwa me wei de me fa ne dodo onye hwe na ye hunu ekwan e ba fa so e bedidi afa na nkofa ohaw bia amre ye na Reco Herbal Center e fro se ho dodo wa memfa ba bia ema enkoye kese se wachini wanante abra time ya kai ebraso so beba Reco Herbal Center na obehwe wo ya wo ho nsem ulcer hepatitis B rectal dysfunction bema ejanom ekrono mema no moye mra wokosofo Reco Herbal Center obeboa wo so yefuna ye kese opese otwe ebeboa wo kohonom osisi na yawo ya afa blood pressure kosro de bia obu okrampa o low pressure ni nyina wo de kwa obeboa wo afichikomu ya wo koko ubi bi to ensam tentan kyerese wa bronsa saa kyerese wo tensan no nsa bronsa gensa ni nyina nkoyi kura afei we drug addict so for Reco Herbal Center wedra wo de beka no ama ne ho ato no ama efie nso asomdwe aba ho adwoda ekosi memenda wo ye adwuma anopa no nso kosi anwumre no nsia Kumasi obreman obe Pentecost sorry dino ai Kumasi breman obe Pentecost sorry dino adwanso amankwa dade hotel nchen ho ayemfre 0248 672 721 0248 672 271 0248 672 271 and 0244 470-067 0244-470-067 na kai se ekrasi aduro no so ewo ho ai ekrasi aduro eya no anonum bi osintawe obeye den obisi pribo ebotabiri yade entime wo sofo rekwa krasi aduro no ya anonum bi na ma wo ho ensisi wo ho so eye over the counter pharmacy shops herbal shops Ghana henyina obenya bi ato reko herbal mixture ena yenko enkomo no so mesisefua owusu ansa ofri konfonoche aba homa no so ayene no ekodi enkomo deputy chief dietitian na yenko no so mesisefua owusu ansa maachie
ye mia piesie
yeda sine wo bresa wo gien so na yetoa so ewo yelebo yentoa ho na aboa ama yedidi akoso na aboa ma nkofa ohaubia amre yehu se television so no liberal no ebi deda ho kwan fa so lebo bu a tre ho warning ebu ho no mo to aduane a won hwe warning no ewo ho no ade yi aduane no crash spy product na spy wo dwa so ye de num 20 Ghana uto num 20 cedis no a na yagu mu ai ni yagu mu enan so aka ide nto so for aka ho nti ubenya 8 ni out on 20 cedis ya yi dangerous dangerous is dangerous to your health wenum nyina ho asam na yeka ukodwa so a tomatoes na ukoto a de na wo hwe na ho se tomatoes we eye se yebedie ana se aduane no kura no a wokoto no environment ho no de be na kire se wobetumi ato na nkofa ha obi a emro ye di nkomo no a na de aba beduru labeling eye nkrata ye de tetare eye nnuane ye wontuo mu nnuane ye de asi ho na nkofa oha embre ye sanko mesisefo owusu ansa ho na yene no akodi enkomo sister fu ya maachi
ye mia piesie
yeda sesa waji enso na mibusa se label no dan wo church se bi wo ye kokko kire se ye dangerous ye num ni bebre mo ye eno so dia na ade ka ho ma ye
me da se na me chia ye omo hwe ye anope nyina na many je say ye di san komo ye san say special sani awiase kono ye mu bebre adaje de ye ni se kane no wo ye biane a wo hwane akakadro wo ye se wo ye se ya ye bibia amaye oma process na ye pese ye hu se nneoma e wo box mu nneoma e wo konkomu no ye se nsama o ma atwa wo ho no di nkomo bi fa eduane na ewo sa box ana konkomu no na nkofa omuni makenkan po bebre omokenkan a omonti ase numbers a yatro wo ho ne terms in the dia ye de egu no omonti ase ba ye hu se nneoma edi yenya edi yare bebre te se akoma yare diabetes hypertension ade brain no ejina nneoma be nnan anan numbi edi nneoma enchene no specifically sodium a ewo ye aduanim eno na se ekosra ema wo pressure ekosro ye hwe esichire dodo ewo aduanim mu kiesi eto bia wo to aduane a wo nti ase but ingredients no ombecho sugar but wo behwe the other list of ingredients different types of sugar no macho nti wo ni awoti ase an sugar but ebia no macho monitor sa to niama na wo nyina ye sikiri o macho sugar fructose ni nyina
erythritol ni nyina ya na ye bia na
mpacho se
erythritol eno so ye sugar na
ni nyina ye sugar all the total ni nyina nti when ni so no when say ye say label no omo list ingredient na nia first one eno na say dodo we biane ni mo nti say omo cho water first omo list no omo cho nsuo say no na first na say sa dia na water no nsuo no na do so pa chain nti the last adia omo be cho we chire no eno ni adia ne quantity ana ne dodo no ketewa we biane ni mo nti say omo list no omo cho water sugar fructose na chire from aquature citric acid yenim say my vitamin C na just say vitamin C wo but kitwe bi na wo. Those are the things that your person says here. Nyama na ya making maka sodium, citrate, almost the different types of gum. But answer more begia to say, young baby, I need being rabonting, processed foods. Na ya in Shishima, and no never show nutritional information. Into nutritional information, na you will say carbohydrate. Ni omo ye na ya kabomwa, dodo say na womb. But send a water no, you 5 grams. 5 grams won't tear. Maybe 15 grams won't tear. But ye nemedodoa SSA about woodia a bebwa na emwa. Into ye say ye desire traffic light quality. Say ya chose sugar and ya chose sugar and a carbohydrate. Na ya ye greener. Na just says that I prepare kona water na ubedino. Share a situation do a woman and ya dear be hygiene and how I drink a dodo no so. But say ya red, ya sugar, na ya red. Then I just said, do no woman a dorsum. So, who dear, who want him dear say, a dose and that them person me cheme numba kumbia. Inti, and no ya da kubia sem. But while who want him dear, now we say de bia me bit me, I imagine some media. Na just say nimde ni wo ho wunnim nia wo de wo ho koshim na we ye push because ama man omo share sa de yasi omo ehu say nkofo omo de esikire diabetes ne hypertension no be ensuate pa ye fe bibi prevalence ne incidence nkofo dodo a ye kasa omo anya sa yare no ensuate within a particular year. It's maka sodium sugar. The other one trans fat. Trans fat a type of tradia. Say ye biani ma say yakuma prekope. In terms of nyanya ye recommend and ye kasa ye avoid it. Na ye nko kra. Trans fat be biani ma ye biani ya ton baked food. Into bibi to say all biscuits. Bibia yache. Bibia deep, especially deep fried things. And no trans fat level no work through. Inti say my bibia tisa biscuit kama na ya cho trans fat na ya no redder na che say adeni ya simamindi but we to the red pa na che say emwabe medi because the how be brema kuma. The other one is saturated fat. Saturated fat no fat kind bi so ma ye modern cholesterol cholesterol. Inti say nipedian aye juma afa weduane no ewie wenya strade wom strade no won adwuma eye wo nipedian mu ba wo be hye na saturated fat no ma bad cholesterol no akosro nti eno ye say the allowed amount ewo yeduane 10% in a day nti me to kom aduane na eno ya cho maybe saturated fat 15% of the quantity I weigh anymore. Na ya no orange and a yellow color na. Let's just say a nitro and a nifum a honey ho. Indeed, met me dear, and far how me, but me didn't do a bet me the how abreme. I say a month for study yesterday because the Akwa Ministry of Health in him a parliament. Na a barbon no one who said. Nimde no omo dada no matia says na sa kale dia be when we say tremu yakase for lack of knowledge my people perish inti ye ma ye hu nimde sai no beboa ma ye hu se we beboa the other side so no e wo ho ne say no ye cho ABCD the more ACA no ho no na e che say enya de beboa. But ye Ghana there ye take colors no other countries almost all A. Inti a box of biscuits na ya cho A na ye the green and better one na say ya there ye healthy ahondin wom and emfa how bia mrel nti ubetimi edi. But ye there is more of color coding because color there kokoni ebunu ne Sadie, Akua Sadie, no Obia Betty, na ye who say, diabetes, hypertension, never walk on it, but then no to say, I send a year who no. Yes, I come for not your meeting. You are 32 years when you stroke. Hypertension, dear, no dear Bobo, Obi Aquala crowd, but BP 130 over 90. It's unqualified and common and 100, 115, 115 per flower. But I just wait dear grow a brepano. But we are getting up because of your near day and ye a cahopa. Think I say the entire factor. But a cahopa a dear. And see, yes, say, it's a never be 3 year season. To say, pear bay, avocado bay, ya where the pa. Outside, near a woman for 40 years, and say, ya box the can, near my baby. There were different ways of processing food. And Kayade and Chinese situation na dear bebu. But in Kayakane, ya box and I dry avocado. Then the price in the work for moi. And no me quaphobia, me breakfast, na me bubu be gumwa. That's just saying, fast one walk avocado mono. And yes, a pair a bankwan and menya, even in off season, met me and your dear bubu gumetiani. So the process, I want to benefit. But yes, ye the D, I drain down home. Yes, ye didn't be a biara. Now, a son say ye didn't. But ye shut near a bab up to.
Where the now can proposal, I'm what they call Parliament, Marshal Bedroom. So, no share a mayor bill, na say a bayer year, net me up wire and my acquaint. Me would GDS say. A mobile follow up, a mobile DH na at me abaya interview. Say, said your witch say preventive health care, and I was here my kumopa than curative health care. Now you won't see no. If we say your boy home by a beboy.
Papa, and who said, it's about prevention. The last investigation make different types of prevention. You were primary, you were secondary, now you were tertiary. Primary, no, my but me a candidate, me boost you more pressure, war stroke, but me didi, me nyama ye a bebwa me nya yariano. Secondary, no, me nya yariano. But me bomb me home by say me complication. The other one, tertiary, maybe me another complication. We nya diabetes. Yakasa was saying hypertension. But tertiary says me bomb me home by say instance so diabetes the bad mommy. And now the say a heart failure, kidney failure na no me bomb me home by say me nya sadian. Into Obia one a chefa one castle media menya yarian into me mammy sasso. And ye who without me one hospitally, they will say not all die. It won't be there are a lot of differences in it. Now what that one pro now won't casa Obiante compared to who buy 90 something, 80 something. Oh, yes, then a hold on. There is a lot of difference. Inti ediani diemono obi bekaso munja me mo so dia mo ha agenda do but omo etibi ahwo mo ediani diemu ye ni ameken ni amede mesika ekoto ade na menim se eye yare na me to de na no bone mame but me wonim die na be kram mi amesika anya obi ade tuo egina me so se mento anana mento yi no beboa ma metimi make right choices. At the end of the day, Yankai said, Yamiso they cry ye nipedria, or no cry yanka. Of you are buying a friendship, the bid is a beco. By a cassette, Nyan and Nimdia Amaye Hunen say, or more to us so sure with Yanni Jamie processed foods, send a year came there, or we need that hole, say, or Mobayani year no. Most of them, or Munyin check. Yarebi and more Marquem. Last me papa example says me papa is about 84 years.
Okay.
But growing up, you know, no appetite, no cigarette, no. But onya stroke, that day onya stroke, na no jai ni na. That is about 16 or 17 years ago. Oh, that's what he has said. Ni BP, kama. In fact, no, abra no. It's so did he ninti. Yeah, they a surgery for prostate na ni liver, ni kidney, everything was perfect.
Wonderful.
Inti said yani die eni mfaswa. Me gidi se nke no ye behu. Inti ye ma ye ninda ho na ye make the right choice. Ma ye nje eduane ne de ana sani anani ye fe no so. Ba ye mfa ye sika ento edro no eye eduane pa.
Ye dance pa ye di besi hanom na obi pe futuo extra enchechere efa ye de ye hu a obetimi afronti wada roma for contact etudwa.
Me da say Mel Goshen and EY Health Consult would die Benyame by New Orleans and McLean Hotel Ben Hopper Quinanoa now person will pay 0244 489810 0244 489810 Freya, you bet me up why you plan now where did ye now one day? That's it.
Yes, so you does say, or a deputy chief dietitian. So answer happy birthday to Giselle Obrimpon A Redu, a fru mame, chilling in Carrier Twanse Hospital. Happy birthday to Giselle. Yeah, no PB Anum, Ebeboapa 37059721. 6037 Kojak Pharmacy Nkonya ho Procol to ni etimiti paye antutuo ene kata afi Kojak Taco toothpaste ye bidie ai fisen emani fitifita Kojak regular fluoride toothpaste ene so masene eye den Kojak P ene Kojak F for sefemfem wo anu ye use 0531069945 0531069945 0531070020 ye change over me move over Kwesi Pakal Wilson be taking over the cross over OBT agenda. The more share and whatever. Encantadios. Adios, Ibishia.
Oyerepa TV. Oyerepa TV. The station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV. Oyerepa TV. The number one. Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, a station that makes me feel so happy.
And thank you for staying with us. Oyerepa TV. Maybe you do your OBT agenda. That is Oyerepa breakfast time agenda. Medin Kwesi Parker Wilson. There was also Facebook Oyerepa TV Ghana. Like your page, you know, for come and go ho. You were kind in your mouth and down the page. And I say, you be a phone lines on the pay out. Then enjoy the conversation. I'll pay some of the doors, and I'm sure by now you've heard. Say, Andra, the CEO for Gold Board, Sami Jenfi, at your press conference to address the few issues the minority leader, Alexander Foyomakin, with regards to 1.7 billion loss in the sale of gold. Yeah, cotton gold, you know, ya boka 1.7 billion dollars. Now, many are asking the question, say, now cotton gold is our boka. Jano pay, you're going to separate the facts from the propaganda. This morning right on the show. Again, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, together with the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, the ambassador, there are new measures on the fight to Galamsey. It's, you know, and I've seen some Galamsey videos, very interesting. The way latest ones are about quiet no boys and just say quiet no bruta. Almost say forest no mudi galano. Na the other time pictures the videos are minister the chair no. Osha ase earthquake na si forest nim. Mani na Galamsey idimusa. Tigana boys no man imagine say Galamsey no munjai. But the president is saying that they say no military for no and soldier for no. They'll be stationed permanently in the forest. Inti wa wunim ube mistake ebi ra so be galade asoja for no omno ube di send yese send fata na me dem aka e say president in penny for no hwe war film me my position is clear on this matter. I know, but everybody knows we see kumom shoot to kill. We are at war against Galamsey. Yes, your imagine say ya kan muntie. It's in the only solution the only solution is say asoja for no hwe war for my own. So terror no dey run na katom so na tonu kutam pa me see kum 10 wa ha kum 20 kum 30 on be steady nti bia hinahini na kum 20 ofenso na kum 50 osino na kum 30 iti ye kum na ndu takwan na boss no motakwan na say bia de ne ba na ye steady ya nyesa ebusuya Galamsey no injano pe be hwe ma strategy no say be ye say ye Akufo Addo the presidency at the troll line so amfa the mama see new measures e be fa na say amfa and pay be the hun komo eti ebusuya before that conversation this morning, today is a Thursday morning, 20th of August 2026. My usual guests are already in the studio, but before I introduce them, you didn't come about a year insurance, and it's very, very important. For insurance, there are cross-border, say life insurance, car insurance, one casa educational policy insurance, a woman here say we are bebuno wusi so o bobra. Ube insure brabo. Insurance say insure your life, insure brabo. Your more fire insurance or down share to me. Yeah, compensate too. There is a reason why we do car insurance. So about when you said they be not only available money or the insurance company no abomodinga will tell a Canadian amount. So that is why we do insurance and we insure our property, our lives, even education. Ubu was said bana with the 60, with the 70. I found out about university. Pension. Uniska, would be your school fees, or your educational policy in Libya. The time they'll come in and save you. In John pay your bedi who come one penny for me and said you are supermen, fantabruta people. More now to pay. Now almost this month a year. Bank assurance man, maintain that my first time hearing it. Bank assurance. I like the coin of the word. you're more kind of bank assurance. The insurance is assurance, though. The bank assurance month awareness creation. Ha and none of pay now. Boy to understand what bank assurance, awareness is and none of pay. It's to my far right, Mr. Vels Ewuku, or your head bank assurance, a Memphiman Community PLC head office. Mr. Kwakwa pay.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I don't know.
Super. Mr. Paul Richardson Asa, or your branch head, or Phoenix Insurance, or why not pay? Mr. Kwaba.
Yeah.
Great. And to my immediate right, Mr. George Boche, or no, a relationship manager, Star Life Insurance, or no, so Star Life Assurance, sorry, or no, so why not pay? Mr. Boche Kwaba. It's and they are from 3 different institutions. And I'm come home to do this conversation with me this morning, and I will share and they are not pay. It's Mr. Bacho, the over here, your relationship manager idea. Yeah, bank assurance month awareness creation, but you're idea. Okay, Mr. Rukuna, okay, but you're another idea, not yet. Okay,
Mr. Baka, Memphis, where PDKC, right? Heading chair free, I'm a man community bank PLC, head office. Abre Asante Mai. Ene Oyerepa ahwefo ne atiefo nyina Amemfman Community Bank ye dwene afoforo ne nkofo ho yie pa nti for the past 10 years ye yi August bosom yesi ho say a bank assurance awareness month say ka say bank assurance obi be say bank assurance na den poto kasa minu na ya kan bom bank ye insurance. Their friend of bank assurance. They realize say, let me say, nkofo gidi one insurance muno. Ya topa.
No form. As a month for insurance.
A month for
I think a month for tiase.
A month for tiase. Inti na ye wo issues where your customers no mo complaining. So munya claim at we didn't move to the insurance companies no. Na a problem among.
Okay.
So we took it upon ourselves. Say, okay, if that is the case, your best is Jesus Christ. We will stand in the gap. Between the insurance company and your clients, ne afufobia. Nti ye de ho kobo insurance companies akese mienu. Ne insurance ye ho akwa ne ya kese mienu. Ye wo general insurance, ne ye wo life assurance. General insurance no kasafa ejapade wo ye nsiati ba ama wo ejapade. Na life assurance no kasafa enkwa ho. Nti be japade bi say car wo fie wo shop nti aye wo mpenfo these 2 insurance companies
so I feel take drift in us why you have the 2 different insurance companies
nti they who bought 2 insurance companies are renowned in this nation Star Life Assurance omo underwrite your life policies and the money and Phoenix Insurance omo underwrite your general insurance policies ejapade wo car wo fie or shop or your contractor or contractors bond near the nyina nti ye wompani for we nso we entema se bibia no mo so be do musuko achiche ma che
it's am come south so one am your general insurance it's that's Phoenix right Phoenix but the na ahwefo nti
yo me da say me say echia ahwefo ne etifo a omuti right the check say every Phoenix Insurance your head office head the ma ahwefo nyina na ye ban the Phoenix Insurance ye wo product ahodo bebri na ya chem ye will be a friend personal insurance the personal insurance ability say motor policies fire policies any car insurance any fire insurance ya dying ayetim any accident policies your car accident policies are be a general accident be a goods in transit accident so yes insurance no and then na chemu bi mu so your friend business insurance we edwedini na ebia wo kwa akodidwa wo kra nioma efi amanane anaba anasa wonso de nioma efi emamu akwa amanane bibia timisi woposo enti Phoenix Insurance ene amemfima ne yesebra na ehun hihye bia ne fa bedan ye na yenhwe mmoa sense bibia betimi esi enti anopa de eye nkomokitu bi na ene ahwefo eba behwe bebre na na de yewia ye de na mabetuja oba ye officer ene obedi nkomo kama especially fa car insurance car insurance ne ye wo mu ahodo miensa ye won a friend no third party only insurance and ye wo third party fire and theft and afei nso ye wo comprehensive ye ka third party insurance asia ne say wo ye insurance na bo obi fufuro japade ho ban emomanye wo car no obi fufuro te say passenger te wo car mu obi fufuro te say obi onam kwan ho obi fufuro te say obi japade ana ne shop e wo kwan ho wo car efi kwan so akwa shop no ma say no ana de fufuro bi a e won chen a enye wo car no sa insurance e third party no eno na yeye na ye de bo ho ban emomanye yen car and third party fire and theft na kwai na ho te say third party na nemoma no asamde woman say e koba na say wo car no say ejatum accidentally ejatum enya say wa na wodi jatum e ba na say na sikaboti a eye sam insure da wodi to wo car no so ansa wo be insurance no sa value no Phoenix insurance ne amefima na e beto abesa kwen na ya hwe na ye tua usika amount wode to car na so ahohare so ne ntem so afei se koba na se bia wo car no o park si baby akromfo ewia theft na ewum no nso e cover eno nti e ba na se na wuni haw se won fa car ne nkosie baby nkoa dia na ye ne kure ampasa car no ai police fo ayen hwehwemu age atum se ampa car no ye wie ya hwehwe ye hu a sike bia wo ba ye insurance eye wo sam insured wo de to wo car ne so no Phoenix insurance na amefima na beto abesa kwam na yetua wade ama ahohare so a kobra sambia ennim afei ye wo policy ba kwa ye friend comprehensive ne medical kan third party ewo fire and theft ne ewo ya kan nyina abo eno nso ewo benefit bebre bit say bia wo car na kwenye nkwenhia na akose obi fufuro na de na won so wo de na say ye show be fufuro ne de na asay na what is the third party aspect afei wo car na asay no so ye hwe ne yesisi wade ama betimi abasa wo de wo car na ana wo di car bi chika eyibo bi abo windscreen ni manapai e ka comprehensive so why nko ade afabadan ye ye be hwe ne yetua wade e de ama e betimi abasa wo car na wo ko bebi wakonye nkwanhia e wo say ye to car na de be wo saa to yin cost ni nyina no e ka comprehensive e ba ne say wo car na ja to ma comprehensive na why nko ade a insurance company asu dey say esese ye hwe na ye tua wo sam insured de ma ana say mpa konfo awie car no na ya hwehwe na ye hu a e wo say ye tua wo sam insured e de ma say na be ya wo benya ahotoso na wetimi akokan e wo abrabo
but that's Musata you know my member Star Life also right I'm share the issue of life assurance no because so I don't know I show for no then also omo
okay paka me da wasipi edin kambenchia ebema ahwefo free NCO Mrs Kakra do for nyakon ebepim management ne obia o Star Life yedin chiama ahwefo nyina yedi kan say abrabo oyade ahuhia pi ewe ya setenemu na Yankopon boye nyina ho ban nanso no ebra se yeti asase yisu nkwan so de ese yesu yitimi tu ho anamo bi a ebetimi ayan hihye bi de ato na aboa yen ohwe minwan yi kasa na okasa utimi ensure wodan oka wato ojapade bi ni ade ni nyina aye na ya bra bonso ya bra bonso so hia pa enti ehun be hia se ebenya nse achiban bi na de ama ya bra bo emse medwon kwa de wodi kan ya ama me wo sha ase no wo the casing plan wo you know ma bebre so ya in life assurance product na ya wa ma community bank no eye 9
okay
ba ko di kan ye fe no educational policy child education policy no e wo se ebeboa awofo na omo timi ayen hye pa bi de ato ho ama omo madaache especially so omo ko school odru tertiary level or co nursing training or co teacher training na enkoye den fam wo mo nti awofo de e kan ni say obi anfa no hunhyem na onye education plan enfa nto na mo ma no kusuku a enkoye den enfa ma wo mo ana afen so yesan wo another product ye fe no wolf master the wolf master policy no eno so awo ho no say obi abotan esi na ni so opeso achieve no ya na prepare den because we need capital no a e den say opese o establish business bi obetimi aye e die se fa ho be she wolf master plan no ye ma enfie 9 eko utimi ya plan bia o community sika bebre a obetimi age sa lamsam na wo de akwa akodi ojuma se wo pese wo to asase bi ana asase ne kwa wo ho wa hyase osi ni ade wapem se skadi no ho no ma ebe din so be complete bo ko so atua rent business bi na pese wo establish a utimi do ho sa plan wo ma ebe boa ma otimi aye san hye ndi ato no nya sika dupu no a betimi de akodi ojuma no the tosu mi ensa me kasa fa ho ye fe no ultimate protection plan don't have any UPP ultimate protection plan baka product we product amafima customers benefit from papa okay enya de ketwa so tie di ni kura ultimate yes we ye breadwinner una wo call na wo ba o madam obusuafo so when oni ho no ma omo abrabo be ko basa enti yes fa ho be sa ultimate protection plan na ebeboa wo no abon ho ban wo yi adwuma wo peace of mind koso na yi adwuma ye hwe wo chima kama wiase bibia timisi life contingency ahodo bebre na timitu yen ubetimi anya yare bi say cancer kidney failure paralysis heart attack stroke sa yare we an ko den nyina bitimitu yen ye ko ye be de ani enyum but etimitu yen enti esia amanfima community rural bank assurance na ye no ye say sa product no ebobon ho ban tika dupu bia ye twitwa de ato honom a free minimum ne wo from kran ye 50,000 okay and to buy no be transnia chechum ne yen hye say 50,000 100,000 200,000 even 1 million Ghana cedis kwa na pese ye de bon ho ban ye beye ne de ato honom de amount enche kra last year ye customer ba ku Santase branch obeye bi obaye ye cheche police nche no say ne maye mienza nto pese ye education policy de mo oye and oye ultimate protection plan so de kan ho endi afimpo nyame atonsa frɛ papa no ogya nkoda miensa no ho ne ne yiri ne na busua nka sɛ wanye saa nhyehyɛ anto a hwan ene behwe ene obi hwɛ mofra no ne wankasa na ɛsɛ ɔhwɛ woma enti saa product we aboa papa no abusua no ana no dwada wo ya yɛ Santase branch ho yɛtuo over 2 billion OCDs ene de ama customer no abusuafo no ene ma ne ne yɛ mo ba ho no enti sɛ yɛ boss adaru a na yɛ kyerɛ sɛ wabrabo hu hia yankopon bo hu ba nanso yesi yan so yetu anamo bi ebetime aboa na yetime yenje pa bi ato na aja bibitu ya na ye hu nkotire ye last program person me kan ho na me de mano asi no ye frɛ no Supreme Home Core Plan ye hyehyɛ okay yes baka wa unim sɛ asantema mu ade ye ntutu na se yes ɛna yesu sifia ye kana aba unisika bɛde no asi o maame o papa ɔyɛ na chi kama enti ye ba e ka de ba no na manifima community bank ni Star Life ya kambo mu se ese ye nhyehyɛ bi ne de to ho na bua amanfo se de ba ya sebi omo busuani bi firi mu a obenya sika na omtimi di assess sa ni penalty enti minimum benefit wom kra no 5,000 can it is can 50 million and ye 100,000 100 million can it is can enti oba ye no be nhyehyɛ ni a kyerɛw ni benefit a opese ofa no ye be na de amount obetimi ayi bi ama me o papa onsenum o nana wawari a okunu na oyiri nyina ka ho na ye de saa bambo no e de amamo enti bra sebi nyame beto nsa afro mu bia no anya fe na o kopa busia wo banga na baabi na o sika ho dada anya busia so na de ma o e free because bosumia ye beti kakra fi account mu na ye de ato na de bo onu obusia fo no ho ban enti anya sina se o fa 100,000 o ba ye 200,000 amount na odi akosi esi o maame no papa chi kama enti ayi no amanfo ba obedidi obonum ni ade ni na yeka botomu enkoyi a obede na watimi ayesa ade no aha enti ebeboa ma amanfo atimi ama omo bambo no akoyi Mr. Wachimedasi na Mr. Komba also back so you say I'm the customer na me ba me fi mana anaze be the customer me man banker then was me here to get on board here sign insurance be quickly enough for your numbers no juda
okay kakra mechanic say we customer na say wonye customer we customer there o account we ho dada okay but say wonye customer Ghana card pay na here na ya rolling onto this policy and you some kesi wo me say August busumi amemfimai wo over 18 branches across Ghana. There was Central region, there was Western region, there was Western North. Asante region there were 4 branches. Okay. There was Santase, Abrepo Junction, Dum and Swami. Inti woko yen branches here mabubu din bia wokumase ya ebe omo titi mi we chiri na wo ye insurance ya month of August ye wa chede fefefe ede mawo inti me she obi en kran say wonye nsi achi ban bia tutumika kwa memfman na koye sense chibe ema weja pade na wankasa ohu wabusua.
I see. For the sake of time, I know people so fair. Yeah, na me share also numbers be no me tell about
okay.
Arthur.
Obet my friend ankasa 050 157 96 27 and I say head of marketing is 020 300
that's 300
60. Yeah.
Okay. Is it Mr. Ada?
Yes, sir.
And you know, Phoenix numbers been everything for now. You pay more information.
Me pacho o pesa one Phoenix for a din command. Offer 050 155
0883
Nchemu bia na insurance bia o pesa o ye bia na ye betu ye bo na ye chechiri machiro na ya cover.
Mati, me that's another pay. Then to my brother, Mr. Wachi, numbers been say for quickly.
Numbers you know
we are Star Life. Yeah,
020 921 25 95 020 921 25 95 and your MTN number so 0247 95 69 94 Mrs. Ubi 0247 95 69 94 number we are umfra
Mate Zebusa for you better must send out a pay. Some mobile na ehia ma mo hwe ne hia pa se benya nsichiba bad for your property, for your life and pay you've had a very unfortunate yet that and pay a big man here in Santaman own businesses what can be already we him say oh it nichi ekoyi but they be wa wo hwe me be wo ma me bi wo papa bi wo nua bi wo yere wo kunu bi be na oni sasika pudo no da ho obenya so benya yesa insurance nsichiba say yankase bi nsi but the CDA awetimi ohwan kyerɛ waso nyɛhye na fa na obɛfrɛ paka obɛfrɛ boache bɛfrɛ yɛ ata na wafrɛ yɛ wukusɛ wohia kakra da bi sɛ omu nyina mbotom ahye kakra no kwan hwɛ omu nyama ba insurance ne deɛ umpo asɛm ne si a obo deɛ nam sɛ ɔno ɔmo ngita ho deɛ ntino ɔmbɛhwɛ kama nti busua ano pɛ yɛmbɔ yɛn ho mɔden na yɛ insurance nti once again 24 bedamase Mr. Richard Mr. Paul Richardson Arthur Mr. George Boachi and then Mr. Ravel. So thank you so much for coming. It was for young common about the chance and on prayer. You show videos here bar Prof Aba Betrasi and Doc Swaba.
Continuing antics, and I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyo Markins' continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are. A desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources of our beloved nation. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, is it easy to be giving 133 billion Ghana cedis in a year, cash, bank transfer money, to buy gold in the market and not burn 1 cedi of that? Ladies and gentlemen, is it easy to be giving 133 billion Ghana cedis in a year, cash, bank transfer money, to buy gold in the market and not burn 1 cedi of that? Ladies and gentlemen, is it easy? I'm G3. Well, I believe you should know me better. my good brother Felix says something. He says politics is a contact sport. So when you are involved in politics, you are involved in boxing. You should be ready for tackles. You should be ready for punches. And some of us are vaccinated against political mischief. We've taken the vaccine, so we are not worried at all. But what I want to say is this. If the one under whose tenure as board chairman as ECG, where ECG recorded a loss of 8.2 billion, is not facing any onerous bail terms, then how can Sami Jenfi, under whose tenure the gold board has exported 170 tons of gold through former channels and brought into this country over 17 billion United States dollars in 1.5 years, face onerous bail terms? Under your tenure, not a gram of gold produced in Ghana was refined in Ghana. Today, over 9 metric tons just this year of gold we have bought refined in Ghana. We are changing the value addition story. So you see, such statements are reckless. They are what I call the fanciful efficiencies of a palm wine bar. You take it as comic relief. And it is very sad. See, when we say this, he says we are not insulting him. This is somebody occupying a seat once occupied by the Venerable G.H. Mensah, the Venerable Papa Uzwankoma, or Seichi Mensah Bonsu. Look at the depth and the substance of these personalities. When they rose to speak on Parliament, look at the command they commanded across the aisle. And look at how this seat has now been so bastardized and depraved by a noisemaker who cannot even read and research and get his facts right. So I will go to prison in his brain, and I will have onerous bail terms in his brain. I'm not afraid of any intimidating tactics, because we are serving Ghana in good conscience, and our resource and posterity will speak for us. Thank you very much.
What about on PC best forest? Obi ba forest no mo na mo san twetwe won so. Mark. Yeah. Momo po danger omo apata no hu nyina. Babu po danger obai tantan mo jiju wana. Yo. I'm Bobby Owa. Wala se di pa mu bedi. We bi yan tiati. Mone na nkruma na mu mama obeti so. Dentine na mu ama. That is some money in your say. What is it? 27, 26.
Samijan Fee and Dra addressing Ghanaians through the accountability series. Now, all church and in some more. And a patient and mechanic are going to separate the fact from the propaganda. In Penfever boy, Amayati and Nomobia say, whether or not say truly, good board can be blamed for the losses now. In K, through the sale of gold nana and pay the bedroom and come out right here on the show now. And Thursday, as you know, our usual guests are already seated. Professor Charles Mafo, and now pay Busham, or a former provost at College of Humanities and Social Sciences, at Ken University, or High and Prof. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Dr. Eric Bimpong, one economics and a policy analyst, or High and another pay. Doc Akwaba.
Yeah, me, Kwesi. Yeah, me, Adam.
It's Ebusiam, stay with us now. The show is on. Or call Facebook app or your Pat TV Ghana, like a page, for come and go home, the kind the amount. It be a phone line on the prayer, na fe, was what they were doing chair at the Abba. Na a Beshan Commander Siana. Prof, let me start with you. Andra, my name is Otimiya Quenya Eshe Gold Board.
Yes.
Samijan Fee, the statement not the buyer now. There are key concerns and allegations against him. Say, Sebi. Odi Ghana dream, or ye Ghana bonny, because, and the minority will say, for the framework will say, yen to gold mboka. Now, so Samijan Fee Kwandi, a cotton gold aboka. I'm a man say yen tiasi. From where you sit, and in your own name, no. What do you make of Neokokoshi?
Back up, that's it. I'm chair a pretty for sort of pay. Back I will be some questions. And Robbie for Louis.
Okay.
And as we tell you, as a matter of fact, we shall add the name of it to me page or Facebook. As a today, I know person who know the old team, so I don't put you idea. No, of course, I've always told my students that the interior examinations and they say we have various competencies in class. Oh, may can't some corona, but we get them set a question or what. We'll be able to different. And not just different. Our levels of performance. Into there's competence and what? Performance. As a team for team and prayer. You will be able to me. And the other woman is out to me, Ankasa. And you know, from me, you'll be a numbers person. Until I say, it's a dog way. But I listen to reason.
Okay.
Sometimes you want to be mentally logical, you know. You can say, "Opa say, obi can say, what do I do this sign? Opa so who said this here?" And you know, somebody has been accused.
Yeah.
So, in fact, a current crowd can.
1.7 billion. Yeah. Dollars actually.
The neighborhood page no. Watch you to the extent of say, "Oh, so big crackers a candy baby, a candy, but." A kind of credit and and maybe free so in fact but the economies will be between Gold Board and Bank of Ghana. And to me, I saw Busa more can say at the end of the day a cow. Say a Gold Board do say Bank of Ghana a Ghana cat. I'm free so my how they think a quite a boy.
Okay.
Because Gold Board no said it to be a Ghana dear. The boy Ghana. Because I saw say a coffee more a good girl and
man.
I can't for me at yes, and now we to cover me at as say. Based on the activities of Gold Board to crack on the stability of the city ground.
Yeah.
The pack me some say a credit to Ghana.
Of course, a credit.
It is.
No, take credit. Okay. Say activities of Gold Board and I'm Ghana Sidino and the economy. It is a Gina, take his credit. Say a cabas sonia. Yeah, from a good boy.
Me know you agree perfectly. But baby point as a nation, no. See, I mean, any call cards in who say exactly what it is. Because someone could just say 117 million. Then we said there has been some auditing. Clearly, yes, it's other boy.
Okay.
But out here, some of them finish. In fact, my who's Bobo, or say a cable, a Bank of Ghana. Based on Sikado, me, I said, don't do our no much. But as a nation, you know, how does I say me and Nico?
Okay.
But so far, they be no. Politics as usual, you know. It seems we are targeting a person rather than an institution.
You think Afenyomakin is targeting Sammy James?
Me more Afenyomakin is a target himself. He's a target of the NDC when it comes to other issues.
Okay.
But I feel like until the Biana Makacha say, or not Afenyomakin so, or Kasabiana me say, because of the office he belongs, he talks like the office.
Really?
Rather than as an individual. The same way, as a Sami Jamfi, any gold board issue, no. As a Ayako Sami Jamfi, any gold board as something.
Papa, personal.
I so personal. In general, because of the 2 page, you know. We said that it was, let the chap works, consider buying in a in fact, go for from a hypocrite. You see, politics we are here to the sense that nipa to me unibium. I say, a year on one day, yes, where we are. But I'm the Emede. Or more Casano Macase to the sense that near Kofagun to me the Abba. Say, no, numbers don't lie. You see, that's the good thing about politics. Let's say it will be accountability about there. Then what is the problem?
Okay.
In fact, today, and PA
Public Accounts Committee or
somebody can commit them. In fact, internal law course or somebody can sue. Good board, say in fact, coming for parliament, I think they had the power to call Gold Board today.
In fact, some of say he's ready to meet parliament any day.
In fact, he shouldn't. We shouldn't have even waited for Sami James to come and say some person face.
Also, I ready any day.
Say, mine person accountable. Person will be accountable there. Now, they are there back to say, yeah, focus on Sami James in the Gold Board. In fact, I think it's him rather than Gold Board, and that is where Onuemuno. Sabi, Senyanze that's why he's smart.
Oh, damn.
Because one thing I say, almost the big condition in almost that means on one way so or shall say trust a papa. That's why you're near men in our French to the stand say that is only a bamboo. So say no, in Susia minority army and say, or what bamboo, I buy a bon home. Yes, Abandon you be much, I'm boarding a day, and who be. Name on Sapapa pay a coye, dear. Pack a wounds away.
Of course.
Into a worm where then a foot to man. Say, a firm a crime to cry bonnier, a drew bra. As will take it corrective measures.
He has to right the wrongs.
Right the wrongs.
Yeah.
Because it is clear that he will be a subject of scrutiny. When his government is out of government. Because, and I make a Facebook, maybe I'll grab a guy, can just say, it is so personal. Obi Busame, say, me can see the Panyan and Onion and Jumano. Or no Jaiman Crofoy, meanwhile, Obi Subu and say, Mekasi Yan and Onion will be true, say, has Good Board been closed? Another rhetorical question. Meanwhile, Obi say, Ujaiman Crofoy, Juma, who hear my dear, Smith may be said and say, Sabrina, Samija Vicasano. Was those institutions closed? But politics independent to me and Kika wins so. Back at the American Gold Board area, young idea. I see in me and Nibaho. But you know, say I focus on our course or no. What about the other boards? How also they are supposed to equally bring some revenue. What about them?
Yes,
and what the man who have targeted something is. What about the others?
Okay.
What about 3 crops and then board? What about the FVA? What about them? What about them? But when would they focus? Meanwhile, among some fast statistics, be an answer auditing be a man and say, Sanko from the hell, Monomody. The go board the end, and you know, be Busami, in fact, or baby Busam says, Prof, I think they are subjected to some so that the right things must be done. And I'm saying, thank you. That is why we should scrutinize the others too, so that the right things are done. And this idea, yes, some fee. I said, the way he do. But I said, on also here, when I never quite who and say, where's money and I just say MPP for Uncle. There are people from his background.
Around the party.
Or no one people, perhaps from his office, that are actually giving information that subjects him to the
IMF, the public document, they buy the public document, and Obianim.
But we don't say money because the money or more can 117,
1.7 billion or documenting.
I say
IMF document.
But I say a gold book. I'm saying Bank of Ghana, isn't it?
Of course.
That is the whole point I'm trying to say. So why are you holding this? But logically, what and you see,
for you think that a good bond the book can
may them be fish or mine and a boca
or mine and a book and you're mine find your good body.
Yeah, maybe an free gold board run by and call mine, maybe a bipartisan committee from Parliament. So we've been there before. You're punishing the panel now.
Minority no aid there's a motion on my filing.
Yes.
To the speaker say, I'm pay a bipartisan committee.
Yes.
To investigate a loss.
That's it. So now enquire some meanwhile, no something I make us here. Or more afraid you will be people or hypocrites. Now see who you share the one a whole party like MPP came to donate.
Of course.
A whole party.
The general secretary no.
I was so sad that day. Say, or no something no. And then this for them should see say you cry. It was a bad move for the party. The image of the party was dented.
Yes.
Yeah, because you see,
it was a bad move.
Yeah, I mean, what's
the money?
Now, I see. What's the word? I'm sorry for the. I see.
And it's a sentiment here. You see, big deal.
A big deal.
You see, a big deal.
No.
No.
This is a whole political party, national political party. And woman, Nipa is a good board. What?
See you.
When he cried that. And he knows he's a target for the opposition. Yet he has friends there. I was thinking, big party like MPP, all those friends will go for the party. I wasn't expecting a whole delegation.
So Nabi was there, Kodia was there, Napo was
there. If they have gone as individual and go look at them, the hugging and the. That is where the hypocrisy is. Not some of us telling them.
Because I
was thinking, because it was necessary to say code of conduct and Muhammad Dubai, he wants people to live within their means. He wants people to exhibit what I call to show some modesty.
Modesty. They should be moderate in their dealings.
Modesty. I will show because you see, people like me. These are some of the things we look to vote.
But if you're not for supporting,
a life of profligacy.
But probably you're not for supporting, more for donating supporting, and as well.
To stop us our deal. Minimum be out here, I need dinner. Only more because he's well placed, will be fish or quiet than you. Yeah, dinner, man. At the position he is, I would know how targeted he is. He should be moderate.
Okay, Mate.
And never be able to see a no.
Mate, but that's a prof, but that's another people. So that's Professor Charles Manford, former provost at College of Humanities and Social Sciences at Key University. Doc, Prof saying he's referring to some numbers, machine numbers, motion numbers, no figures. DNA say. Is it that good boy Namaya Boka? And a Bank of Ghana and Namaya Boka 18.
Kwesi?
Zio.
Many kind in fact in Chama MPP for move voting Bernard. I'm
right.
First vice. Also order must now the appropriate time and Obeko all the 47 constituencies. Obedo must. Na mencha
ahwefo a omo hwe de bia last week your point no me call my brother shop on
okay
tiosa na obi abepre me pani ete say na mse nyame adom so eya me hwe o me wosunyane na me hu say oto ara me hu say wanam so ti tells you say Oyerepa no edini pedu achire
that's doc
nti betra na ye make comments a entra na ye dwene ho mienu Kwesi obi bo nyum bo si bebrebe free hene so what you say you were two separate institutions your gold board it came into existence in April 2025
that's true
so what you say and your almighty central bank of Ghana and then in the wisdom of gold board no now you directed gold nyina to nyina babisi gold board so say apart from gold board no obi entimento gold nti ono aggregators are omo neto gold edi gold no eba one pool no shifted from who are the aggregators when they started free
Barrow conversation.
Yeah.
Barrow conversation. Yes.
When they start free.
Yes.
It as prof for say, you know, a what no says Sami Fino say Oyashi. So just say.
Me too.
Eti a ho ye di kind de go post no see ho. Any a boy any nchiremu ba ye. Any nkofo hu say Debbie. Any yen shifted from go post no nko another post.
Say I don't amfa. Barrow conversation amfa.
Okay. Eti a shift here no. Then Sami Jemfi was the target but not the gold board. Eti ye find every means ama Sami Jemfi adia or ye bia na ebenya bibia kan ho. So what you say?
Eti
e no entin koda. Ena IMF eba out said there is a cost to enema gold board aye nyina no me personalize em fa Sami Jemfi because gold board is not Sami Jemfi. If Sami Jemfi is not there, gold board will be there.
But the buck stops with the leadership.
Oh, please listen.
But the buck stops with the leadership.
Listen, leadership who here? There be a leadership assembly. So they say. But why do we attribute a whole institution, the lapses, so what you say, to a person, just one person? So what you say, the entire mentia say, Obibo Akufo Adudin, no abo Mahamadin, Omuna ase o maeno. The entire mentia say pa no. Because Omoba ye no, Omudi nkofo ejina banane, omu edi dwuma. I didn't know ye attack Sanko for no more than no. Yen show performance in a year rating. Put them for no tone channel, just by the way.
Yeah, me too.
Near good board assembly. So the good boy, you're not going to say auto good. Good board in this car would be too good because a new institution. Bank of Ghana, Ebema Canada, they are too good. At that time, smuggling of gold was very high. Smuggling on there very high. In order to say over cable smuggling, what do? You need to give a price.
Incentives, kakra.
Ebeboa ama omo obi o gold bi ade bebre wo na wato. And in the wisdom of gold board, osi sadia obeto gold no. Our forest bureau price at the market. Yentin ye wa ha.
It's you.
Also better no forest bureau price. So what you say? And now Bank of Ghana, with this car man on our auto gold no at forest bureau price. You talk gold no every year now. Gold no so no also a boost your reserves. It was a call Bank of Ghana ho. Na said Bank of Ghana ekoton gold no. Tie ne ye wa ha o.
It's you.
Okoton gold no. Now ono say ono de ono no exchange rate price na ekaba ye de ho entansa ekobo gold board. Because there is
forest bureau a price.
Macho.
That was all torn.
There be. I don't know. There is your problem. There be your problem. Problem, they say yes, smuggle. Do you know the number of Indians, the number of Australians, the number of Chinese people are now smuggle gold free?
Right, yeah, right.
So what I say, a 2% solve that problem now. I didn't also here. Also, competitive price. And competitive price is allowed in economies. That is why we have a perfect competitive market. And so we're betting at 3 series. Maybe so I have 5 series.
Yeah.
So you make a choice. But in order to break the gap, say smuggling back off from no Kwesi. Also, Omo gold ruba no. Omo price ebe entice you say oh say smugglers no kra no price no any the aban creator no enso so ye bia sada edim eti ono atono forest bureau price na wo ye de ade na bre wo no
interbank rate
na say also the interbank rate na ya sa we ye ho tansa no ye de kobo wono ana. What do you say? In any case, you only maybe woman na ema cost no e cost. Yen chechire musa. And you maybe to say e bia ye say afraid agofo bi say I say yes as a one afo.
But say yes no. And a fixed price in 2023. Bank of Ghana and at the time PMM send about the gold board. Edi two mu say this cano PMMs at the time 2023 so onko to gold now they be charge the service fee and na ye asaya na good it no agreement da ho it is a agreement no baba here it is
agreement no e de kaba adetina you single somebody out e de saka no say on this akadaba.
So you think
don't forget from 2021
yeah
Odi mama ncho ya kasa the economics no ade ya pen say you use past records
right
from 2021 gold purchase e buy no da ben na ya to friend say ya di gold dwa e friend say ya nyamfa so ya moka
I think it's in 2022 I think
yeah so they say
yeah
da bia eka e wo honom
yeah that's true.
So what you say? It is a bia eka we no eso. Na ye ka ho asem a we have the right say beka say e bia eka no eka betima ye 1 2 3 4 5 which they have corrected it in 2025 October. Instead of 1.5 no say em say 0.65 or so. Aba form.
And like kind of question o share me for to say the scaling up of the gold when it's ye biemu no e ma ne basa exactly
so what I say
probably ye benya kasa
eti no kura wo mu say there is a cost as prof for saying
e ka de e
ka wo ho but e ka na wo ho no no can we attribute it solely to gold board ana say saka no e de na saka ne ba ye the major concern of a cano to me I'll attribute it to Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana must come out.
Do you think that a free market is not being fair and I say yeah he got it wrong?
I can't say he got it wrong
because I don't know
but from the picture I don't know meeting press conference
yes
so that's it meeting press conference no so that's it there are no any free ban or no rely on IMF report. No. It is I'm more good body. Then Afenyo is missing in action.
I have a more good body.
What do you say? What money did so he is missing in action?
They are relying on the
IMF report. But me say there is more into this issue than the
What's your suspicion? What's your suspicion?
Let me say the normal politics.
It's the normal politics.
The normal politics and our was the way.
Was the Prof Kasembi said gold board largely in Enama economy didn't stabilize it. So some people have suggested that because Amana is say
gold board
destabilize gold board. Now Enama san come with their campaign against.
Ultimate destabilize gold board. So what you quite am for the gold board by any mandate or if Sami Jemfi is not there, anyone who comes, sir, mandate ni oh. So what you say? So now, Argentina, in the wisdom of the chief executive, no, and in the board, there is a board. Yeah. They don't attack the board. They don't attack any other person apart from that. Excuse my language, tiny boy.
That small boy.
That small boy, you know. Ye besre. Say you should move your na say ye be ye na ebe boa. Ye dia me to me there where I'm sitting as an economist, you know. I don't think say e kano e ba ye no any dwumadia gold board edi ye any ho faso aga na nya ye no. I don't think say too much. Okay. But we can deal with it. Let's deal with it. Na ye scale man form. Na ye nyina no ahoto emra.
So you see, so for the purpose of education, and I'm going to read this again. And we IMF report simple. Now lectures have been forward. Reports in say, in fact, page 13 or say, in fact, it's not Dr. Kano. In 2024, reports now say Yaboka $400 million. IMF reporting. And nobody's talking about that one. And let's move to 2025. Or say, in 2025, the significant scaling up of the domestic gold purchasing program operations led to losses of over $1.7 billion. Almost entirely related to gold for reserve door purchases. This amounted to a loss of 17% of the value of door gold sold by the Bank of Ghana. Say, losses accrued on gold trades are a combination of service and assay fees paid to gold board. Gold. Again, discount on gold sold to off-takers.
So listen.
Of gold sold to off-takers.
Who did that discount?
Gold board sorry, the Bank of Ghana had that.
So why gold board?
So I'm telling you what I
So why gold board?
I don't know.
Bank of Ghana and a discount here.
And in fact,
what I say? And yes, gold board a discount.
The most striking comment I want to say, the IMF goes on to say that, and most importantly, exchange rate losses from the spread between the forex bureau rates paid to purchase gold and the city reference rate used for Bank of Ghana accounting. These are the factors that led to the loss.
So
number nine.
Some factors, can you attribute it to gold board?
Of course, obviously.
Please.
Obviously. Please. You know, I say your platform is there. We're going to credit that one to two. IMF reports now minority for no age now so the akano. And your man IMF for say a man sa can buy. There is nowhere I bought gold body.
You could say, Mr.
No, that
is apart from the IMF the buyer no. The minority person just say o man ti me anye adwuma bia apart from we now o de be kan we ho ama o mon kwan no ayede.
Na ebi o ma bibia yenim. Entina me ka say.
But say o ma ya say go some de ba.
Entina me ka say aso man is serious. Na ye investigation paper na jai Sami Jemfi no a why target. Na me say e ahon ya na. Say me pese me hu. And na me ka na nkrofo bia o tiase no. Because as I say we issue say discuss here. Akwa ya chira to US.
Aya.
No.
Be ko dia.
Ina ya jai eka Sabi, over here, then could you be able to make them proud of the who said they'll be able to one because a druby is to be jail be. Such a jail, I said to be passion, then for any bomb also say, or my officials, that's who buy a car. Yeah, Robert, I said you too. I said, what me can you don't know?
I see.
Now, one can say they're crying, one for any papa person. No one can say, I mean,
that's a move. Right. Wolf Mate, Medasiano pay. And for the sake of time, we shall move on to Galamsey and about for the sake of time, maybe 2 minutes to be. Is that on my penny? Doc, let's start with you. Just 2 minutes. On my penny, say Galamsey the new strategy, Baba. Is that forest? I said that for no. First, and I come almost clear Galamsey if you forest more, then they go. Then later we say Galamsey for sign baby. So this time round, they don't be enough forest. Some more baby. You know about 2 more. Will this strategy work in dealing with the Galamsey? Quickly on that.
Kwesi,
just to remember profit.
Yeah, Kwesi, in the first place. Last week, me can say me do man penny ho ya. Ndi mpanyifo mu kosia ya no mo dwene ho say ye pekwan ya ye be solve sa Galamsey fo mura ye kwayi mu no. Sa dwe we no amo mutim at that time. Eba mutim so a edi ntina wo man implement. Ya tena ho ama ye kwaye na say awie. Afi na o man panyi asade sa adwene na ba. Me kra menye security course da no na minim say eda me ask question bi wa say me bisa bibi say 9 months for no o ma na e call rounds for baby ana yeah, the reason why na make us say o ma na e call rounds baby ada any o mu free ha
o me say ba
ye besi o machi
you say you deploy more e dey go
o dey say o deploy more o dey say na ma me nche ye say one krama di agro baby a otafre wa no eda no so me kano in a good way say we deploy o mama o makwa akotena ho no mo no ombedi how many years and how many months because omu tena ho che no
na corruption man
sana humanity
we say be corruption
na yet me corruption man ka ayi emre bi atwam na military missions eba na omo mpeba no mpese omo ko Galamsey site asebe ne yakane sa no omo edi pan say ne ya omo abutua omo tua ho selfie say de ye twa bi so they say eti ye besre o se o de aba ono na tumi ni nyina no every side
is it going to solve the problem you think it wants
to me there a short term eti omo think of the long term
okay
because me say you say forest bi wo ho Ghana ukọ no ma shopping mall nyina ho shopping mall nyina ho forest ho
forest ben
Kwesi wo mom na wo bebi sam sa Kwesi we yes that o man ko to ba ko bi so na ye kuro
abroad
it is so obi dia ba say yes baby shopping mall nyina ho a
no be say me hu ni di
enya wo me nim di no but eye o moduma so na ko hwehwe enya say ye ko tra forest na no who dey say o say ye wura forest ni mu ni activities e ko because enkofo atena no ama enkofo didi wo inside ebi asida iti we mu nyina na ye hu da
doc but that's it prof just 2 minutes on this one strategy e be solve ya man
the American say the doc can be everybody be na president na ho ya me ya kakra because American idea be o ba party government mba ko na Galamsey fight and you know maybe 1 year ni no I want to declare state of emergency. Now, initially, I didn't say the movie because shoot to kill me, your money or mine. Because whose strategy, a bit my age, must say that initial shoot to kill me. It was wonderful for our bar. I can only hope for the better.
Okay.
I can only hope for the best. Because it's okay. It will be a travel. That is why America and go started establishing bases across the world. But you free say and go for you or with me how mono. No ma be base. Our country be no share. So what I say. What are they doing? They should smell it out and let us know. Because all corner ko base na e kuruma for no accept here. I was Paka adding. And you know what is the strategy? In America, no money you can but I didn't know we are before no. They should be part of it. They should own it. They should understand it. And to me, no, Pakra is the leader of the country. I can only hope for the best.
Right.
But the Ekeka Kodi de Akwesi, Nkoyi. And should be Daniel Teche.
Yeah, and Daniel Teche.
And so, Okache say, new strategy. Well, You see, it's better late than what? Never. Into me, but maybe people say people should begin to have confidence in the president. They should remind Gofo preaching or say, if we be first love, or see deeper sacrifice for door the back radimuno. All corner. And Neman Koya was assaulted. And Nemakoya, exactly the case.
Okay.
And Crofo, Adra, the 2 man, no, assaulted. The car.
Yeah.
On some crying.
The bitch mess up again, I'm saying. But that's another pay. I will activate the phone lines for you shortly. Person has been born Kaiser, no pay be at you saying, and you must do it. And you may not go for be doing for. And upon the door now, but then you made the Anna, the door not different for you, and paid your say. Born Kaiser, but more than I say, but you should say, and upon any. Now, True Worth Healthcare Products in the our system name, or more True Worth Vision Capsules, and no, when you when you take a cow, when you are ready, which we should be no boy you pa. Almost positive or memory 40 and above. No, if you make when checking more post to know. Johnson 10 term and a poor urine flow. Johnson as a ma. There's a prostitute in a yase. When you're almost prostate living to be another boy, you more active core cleanse. And no who read any mean I come at the mouth. Join Fortis or person or person, ya, join the ya, who you should be an boy. And a lady Fortis and Madame Confuciana and Coyeno, who you should be an boy. And a payco for the menza. Uko kill for the menza or maybe a toe or Lancer chemist or kill and a market square or kill. Oko Ashtown, Colinac Herbal, and need the farmer, Ashtown. Na a doom dear, a year Benny's chemist, and the bandy chemist, and a promise herba. Nebu baby at all. From one pay on 0595 582 628 0595 582 628 and 055 872 302 055 872 302. Let me activate the phone lines for you this morning. We have from Mom Casa Hunte. Wow, Casa Hunte, baby, you're from Manasso. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Parker.
Yes, sir, but your first and everything.
If let me yell, Mr. Sefi Nkoko.
Great, yeah, you too on the pay.
Mr. Parker, me say, I no pay, me go to say, you know, we would again, me say, Professor, any doctor, Debia, me ba radio isua, TV isua, me can share them the killer. In fact, we need them. Yeah, pay, any pay say, I will on my bra, and yes, Bonibia. Now, yes, why you wolf, you know. Sabi, you were training Yansa, you did training, you shot here. Nana may be started. Papa Nakasa no board 2024. The good board by PMC as a visitor, and also over 400 million. One can want that. Nana may be started minority in parliament, you know. Now, what you know, I won't cook ye. And I won't guardian. In fact, Papa, on my young view. Say it, you started at the MPP best ye. If who one page of mine hajaki or mine to the yesterday, a yabato, a yamamu. Say, Yamia doom, nabri panaba. Say, Yamika the NDP, Bessayamba power. And you won't Becca. Mate. But when Mate, Madasi, young Corners corners on the pay. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Parker.
So for Mammy, I come on the pay.
I no pay, Major to Parker.
It's your place of Mammy.
Menchia, Nanabi. Honorable Lumeka Michewa Nano Pages in Punkudia, Nana Watchua Tamboy. Ajo bro, your best in penny for. Your best dress a parliament, somebody almost up with you of good board, almost almost some friend. No questions if you Busani Biano, Umbusano. The way to man and young, the way to man and young, they say, you no credit a woman. It is over to me, friend, no nothing that can come to any note to make church say. Bank of Ghana, Sikana Afar, Akua, I can't say by because it's not I am a 40 and so dear. They just say, cow. Until two ends of no longer say, yeah, no, they are no, my name say, a book, and I say, and yes, on for four. Paka winning a minute.
Medassi of Mammy, Medassi. Yeah, to on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, when to mean now, man, so too bad. Young call, yeah, next call, no, so now pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Let me read a few of your comments here whilst we work on the lines. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good.
Hello.
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 Yeah. I say, your friends and everything.
Hello.
Yeah, your friends and everything.
Hello.
But you're different code. Why? Nah, so I call out a penny, nobody even knows. I'll come over from here. Yeah, you're going to go to John. Hello, good morning. 0594-192-409 0322-497-264. And up here, gold board wasem. Yaka galam say wasem. Where do you stand on this gold board conversation? Yeah, hello, good morning.
But you are from where?
Yeah, I'm not me who you pay first and everything.
Yeah, but you're feminine and someone because if you are crap and enter.
Nana but you.
Yo, the woman in an say, one went it for. Say, baby, ba, Nasi, a Kawasama, almost Menka. Sammy Jemfi. Say Sammy Jemfi or Tiwi. Now look at it. I say, beer, a trom dibayan, and also so fast no young. On your who she that Sammy Jemfi, on your who she Nakupon King in our Ghana.
Mate. Just say, a tit for tat. Or yeah, before being the Muslim. Okay, yate. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
About your first and everything. All right, but you're on the pay.
And a pay. Yeah, and before you know, after only attack it, some Fino. Then had it. Good board, no, and it's something can feel quite on go down. And the dinner would have followed on who come to some of your Fino. I want to make it. And you know, here. And you know, I'm going for Papa or Janico Sabuti.
Martin, that's it. That's it. That's the point we made, but that's it. Ningina win here. Why? Ningina win here. Say, how we should look at where a cardinal and ensure how we can manage the situation. Hello, good morning. Yeah, hello. Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
About your first and everything.
But your friend Frank Tete, my friend Fiacra.
Great, but you eat you.
But I'm a me contribute to a terminal question.
Me but your show no see it on pay.
Mr. Na I didn't question here. Yeah, after your market cano. Or good animati. Hello?
Yeah, yeti pa.
Ogun any match, it sounds there. If you're fast, now some video 2 on also or can Ukraine. Now, send Ukraine, ma. Yes, what they're better to mine.
Okay.
Or here now, all can you womb. There's BNT politics, and I see.
About your mate. Medasi, and pay. Yeah, young next corner, so and pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. First and everything.
Abaka Sadek, Komiako.
Great. Abaka it you.
And I'm going to my moye. Okay, as some of you and say. Damage Vina Catano. 1% why this between the swan, I said, oh, you're confused, not able to me and Ejumano. And some of you are not a lawyer, you. And they are well, a brand or to an alien or to an umbo. If you be a bit my day, I'm a bono. The time idea 2021, 2022, 26. When I say I say you the call to honor. So why to the Buba wire? One step point up for some run. I don't know if I Tapi just because you man who quiet when a cow and quan command and say it's a matter that at the market.
Yes, yeah, that's no pay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Tom commander so. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Hey, but you're first and everything.
Galamsey. Hello.
Yeah, you're first and everything.
Me the diner. Me the diner. Me free Magina. Me the diner. Me free Magina denta.
Jana eat you.
Galamsey no more. In fact, Galamsey is some bit to me. It was my youth na kaya pepa because stay or mine. Stay or mine. Dear Pamcho, say ye be a bet now. Mostly ye the Galamsey stay or mine. To say, Monswa bend this faba, Montumin to us say, MIA. Koyasa youth no. Kenya easy. Me to quite come and say, imagine first me qua. Me told my memo to send you and mammy baby. Me ba na me dia beche. By now no me kwa. Komo de galansi na say as me. Eduane kure ni wo. Imagine me kwa me touch a bro more credit call. But first na entesa. Timpa mo chosa mbe shona mo to asamanya. Kebe boy because yes you in fact. Ebe haye. Serious.
Nati. Medasi ya no pay. Ukasa yeme de pa dana. Ukasa yeme de pa I'm saying it. Well. Yeah, twice one pay. Yeah, twice. Me for just about 2 more calls. Nothing. I wrap up on pay. Yeah, hello. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Me for just first and everything.
Me paso me kasa si kofodia e frame ata.
Okay, ata mba che iti ono pay.
Me paso masom ni nyina ne say. MPP form omu jay MPP form no mo honto. MPP form jay MPC form no mo honto. Ejuba papa yi nten somani. En somani ade. No mo papa yi sa. Sabi jenfi boni be no ayemu. Oye good border na. Omunja ni omoye no nenye fe. Omunja ni omoye no omoye ye ni brefo. Omunja ni omoye no nenye ni ehie ni. Omunko papa na we dwane na wonti memba no. Omunko membre nu nehia. Medase.
But medase. Me fa last go down to play na fe. Yeah, wrap you up on the conversation. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Me ba che first and everything.
From na house, free Accra.
Okay, na number 80.
Yo, can I see na some ame de kan bi. Can I see no, masa. Your mother here leg bosom twino, enye. Omutu echi. Forest bi o. Insurance team member. Embe boom. Bosom twino so na malik ni lake. I'm saying the Omunjini Asante regional. I'm working on it. Yes, I have a hard dream.
Mati.
Masa. MPP for no Omunya Abuche. NDC for no year. I don't know what the politics I have Asante for, sir. Masa, Asante politician be a deal. You're more careful. Back at Ghana. Yeah, bet you if you can now. So, Bunima, a culture. Yeah, was.
But I say, we two we forget now koi. Two we forget now koi. O call a prayer papa ya waka baby no bezo e. Western Togoland. Na we two we forget ko Western Togoland na debi. Ye nyina ye mwa na enjina na enye yie. We all agree say Galamsey they said that ginsem. There is nothing really I don't know but see the numbers are huge when it comes to momo ye Galamsey no. Many prophet ya gini say me. You see, come 10 or so, you come 20 or hini. We are 30 or bakwai, and do a boason. Now I'm fight steady. To be 100, they are parody on Galamsey for you come. They come sana. Be able to no baffle, be able to no kunufo, be able to no niafo. Obio ye bibia, between of because all quite be an mamba. Well, last day was all kind of crafty breako. What was the last day? Anna. But all body hallelujah. But the possibility say oba won kono de e very high. I am say ban pay for mo hwe war film. War film no say soja for na da form. Na nra no guom so. Na tru no eda hodin. Nto mo say boss na ba. P. It's not funny. Ya nya ni say busia Galamsey na bi edun de. Ya da bitimi to ase. And I agree with the lady no. About we said am ko takwa. I am for the pan so don kwa say it's terrible. I will hope but ngaba na ba. Let's see what they can do about it. Doc, your call final was not remember Professor nothing wrap here.
Kwesi? Galamsey no hardware.
Right.
Ne hardware ne say ene you grow ni kwenti nyina no. nsase wo nyina sei na ekomo a ebeba mfie wo ye nim no saatam ne bia wo galamsey ni no na ufo se bia wonya sika
right
but kai hu se wo nuanom bi so a omo so wo honom ensuo hu be ye den aduan hu be ye den yare or how any konanda eba be ye Ghana for the order of the day it is all say mo de ye ka na muntia na de mo be na aban so say ontimi declare state of emergency a apetampe
ayo Party, Medasi, Prof, final was not for him.
Final was lady of Casa, yeah, no church, Mammy, soft mammy.
Hands of mammy. I didn't
why she made my day. I said, a man who abadai, Tomacasa, and I don't know, Akum, I am to share on the car. I said, Walker, or man, I don't see a after all, then I'm making Papa that to American usually and also here pa. Yes, you and I flew us on there and I say, Yakuka, name my dash.
Right,
Kuka, Yamin Shaw, Mujisa, overboard my pa. Now, what the name of Papa so Google Quemna, Mopati to say, Biaudu, Bissumudi, and I didn't know, I cost because I'm a be a time. You do better be home. Right.
But he has started well, you know. One of the things I kind of recently say, we are incoming MP, no Munjana MPs in Nya. Munya Juma. And you incoming MP. Bani fans. And I would know what the minds are as my submission. What do you know? And I would be about himself. Or Mammy sign was it? Nana would say, happy birthday, my dear friend, Mame Sewa Mislav. From Nana Wood. Friend, Nana Wood, say, happy birthday, Mame Sewa Mislav. If you're not good, nobody a camera technician. Mame Sewa Mislav. Happy birthday to you from Nana Wood.
Maybe I'll bet me you don't have any. I was for a brand new yeah, sorry. And Tibabi among some money in common and twas on the answer. And Yana Canana do. Yes, sorry, Kwesi, all is well. I am a tram, a cancan, some baby, sir. Yamay and Incoso see a chichere mine. Na yemfa Ghana infancy baby papa. Yes, sorry, ma. Sometime we to champon and a sports school no at the motor. So Yammy adomo echna da fofro. We didn't the Kwesi do.
Kwesi Parker Wilson and for my guest this morning has been Dr. Bimpon, or economist and a policy analyst. He's my guest this morning, and Professor Charles Marfo, a former provost at College of Humanities and Social Sciences at KNUST, and another pay. As always, Thursdays be a mobile to understand the issues going on in this country. Now, as Paul put it, Yinsha Yansa Kakra, Yansa Yinsha Kakranti, the Bijan had a pay better than us. And that much Friday, the Bessan back with another edition of OBT.